What a destruction. What a destruction. Are we almost to Doma? No, it's fine, Baron. I'm not upset by it. I was just like, oh, we're going. So this is the place I see a lot about.
The smell of the salt and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane.
Kugane? Is that it?
The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Othar.
Ooh, this is a really cool place. This is the main city?
Yeah, it's like
there's the Golmol district.
All the colors of the rainbow.
It's like the foundation
all the
slash
of the world, all in one place.
city-state of Hingashi,
You could have seen
of
it.
Doma.
Alright. That's cool. That's cool. Thanks again for saving us from certain death at the hands of Lorelei and whatnot. Once I forget it. How do you know her name was Lorelei? By the 12, never happy to be back on Terran Firma. Our voyage was instill me new appreciation for the services which I do not move on their own accord. Strange, is it just me or is the ground swaying? It's very colorful, is it not? I don't know what I was expecting, but this wasn't it. It wasn't this. Congratulations, you now stand in Kugane, western port of Higashi. Regrettably, the only port this nation is open for trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. Incidentally speaking. Despite traveling halfway around the world, Alphino is in no mood to take in the sights. Though glad I am to arrive, I would have to remind you all that we are far from home, with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I should take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Captain Carl Valane, I realize you pledged to only take us as far as Kugane, but I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Othard. Were you in our position? At the risk of saying the obvious, you in a port. Surely there's a kind and generous soul here that will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first travelers seeking passage to Doma. The captain makes a good point. It is like Yuguri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way into Othard, assuming they are still not in the city. Ere we seek passage, perhaps we first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty, lest you forget I got plenty of practice in Ishgar. Captain Carl Valane, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Just for a drink, are we? Well, you'll find one in a large building just beyond the pier. This is a really cool-looking place, honestly. Whether your journeys have come to an end or you're about to begin, the Sokazin Hostelry, or hostelry, is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect. Or so they say. Where is Magestream? Friday, Starmiz. Friday. I'm gonna do it Friday. I know it's been a long time coming, but I had to quit something else to be able to actually have free time anymore, so. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As long as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours is an ever fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course, surely you do not think I traveled halfway around the world to deliver you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart? Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain. May the Navigator watch over and keep you. And you may stream now. I want to do it longer than, like, my limited time during the week, Storm is. Alright? Right then. To the hostelry. I keep on calling it hostelry. After you. Why does Ali say get a nice, cool, glowing sword? Oh, this is a really cool looking place.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Get drunk. Get drunk and twerk.
1,000 pardons, my lady. The
Oh,
signs
hello?
of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
Hi? Who are you?
And you are?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Thank you, Lolorito. Thank you.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane.
I hate that powerful little...
Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
Fair.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
Yes. Absolutely, yes. Never trust a
I
Lalafell.
beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
All valid points.
Well, there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well, then. I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
Fantastic.
To paraphrase, Kugane is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
I don't think we really have a choice, honestly. I don't trust him one bit, and neither should you. Forgive me, the mere mention of the East Alden Trading Company is enough to... I'm fine. No, that is... Imperial flight everywhere? Great, just great. I dare say Alphino's met his match. You sampling the local delicacies, getting some... I could go for some sake. That'd be nice. Well, you do that. I'll get one of those robes eventually. I'm currently looking quite out of place. I need to hide. And you must be Lusa Shalter, slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, stealer of pants. Yes, something of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. When did I steal pants? When did I steal pants? I didn't steal any pants. I knew it. May I say what an honor and pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first time to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out the various landmarks along the way, if you would be so good as to follow me. I'll follow from a distance. No, I won't. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. I'm drunk, you're drunk. Independent repairman? Oh, let me just get everything set up. There we go. This is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. This looks really cool. I like this place a lot. I'm gonna get that right the right one. Alright, I'm gonna see who's got the loot plate. That's pretty basic. That's what I expect. That's emo cat girl stuff. That's par for the course. That one's kinda ooh. Nothing. Oh, that one's nice. Even the aetheryte looks different here. Oh, you're right. It's like more bulky. It's more like well carved. I could say that I smell wafting from yonder tea house. Could it be a possibility of whispered secrets waiting to be overheard? I note that our would-be host has elected to dress in the local fashion. I do not like the cut of this man's jib. Not one bit. Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You're now standing in Tekonto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the aetheryte which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different than those in Chalayan, yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar, will wonders never cease? Far Eastern aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition. I assure you, this particular example was constructed by Onsi Shisu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you'll find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. Attune if you like. How's everyone in chat doing right now? This was G-Post Central for you for like 4 hours when you got here. Oh my god. I might as well just stay in this since I'm gonna be doing this. Go very much to continue talking. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the aetheryte. Come. Let's move along to the markets. The markets are next. Okay. God, so sweep central. Ooh, nice bobbies. I spent a lot of time on Tower of Terror. I've been told about the Tower of Terror. I've seen people fall on the Tower of Terror. I'm not looking forward to it. Baron's just gonna, like, RP while I am, like, trying to get my MSQ going. Oh, wait, Armorer. Wait, what glam you got? What glam? I probably see this on, like, the auction house all the time. It's a very fun time sink. Okay, I'll look at that later. Taro, be still my heart. Very well, I would expect nothing less of a bustling port. No sign of Gosetsu or Yoguri here. Not that I expect to stumble across them just like that, though it would have been nice. Just look at all these garish designs. I'm not fond of subtlety, are they? Is there a theater over there? How do you not like Alice, you prude? We've arrived at the largest shopping district here in Kugane. The Kugane Dori. I think Dori. Kugane, are you doubtlessly unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So, in this prosperous port, there are gold fortunes to be made. lesser fortunes, or Kugane, are earned by local merchants. It's all quite logistical once you learn the language. Now you begin to speak my language. Aho, a kindred spirit. A pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Hancock of the East Alden Trading Company? You with clients today? Oh, why, if it isn't Master Ketin, pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guest. They but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kugane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Ketin of the Hakuchi clan. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna mispronounce all this shit. Oh my god. Taki's gonna be mad at me. It is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors here in Kugane, we accept all manners of currencies. So rest assured, your Eorzean guild is welcomed here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, portables. Here you will find them all and more. There's probably a market board here too. I bet. Basic color scheme, but hey, he knows what he wants. I don't blame him for that. Tool supplier, independent peddler. Oh, what do you got? Oh, dye? Huh. A lot of dye. Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking dye. Thank you. I will come back to you eventually. The district up ahead has a different air about it. I don't think I've memorized every detail of the street. Don't think I haven't memorized every detail of the street. There's at least a half dozen shops that will soon be enjoying my custom. It's actually quite far from the docks now, aren't we? This place is bigger than I thought. Where to next, I wonder? Okay. If we may pause for a moment. That road leads to the Aegean Guy, the district in which the term Aegean, all foreigners, are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not at all be unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With that in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We won't any physical altercations, after all. Such spats would be strictly forbidden. The Sekisigumi punish the breaches of the peace quite severely. I've seen the foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation. Though, to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? I would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorous lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dare laid upon the hands of a Kugane aristocrat in front of the Setsigumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about it. As you can see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we might be forced to part ways with one another. Or you with yourselves in the matter of the late Teleji Alaleji. Oh, that's some gallows humor. It's really funny, though. He loves it. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Galrian consulate. Interesting jokes. Yeah, there are a lot of shops over there. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to go... I felt like I had to level up Samurai for this, but apparently there's not enough, like, dialogue to warrant it? I don't know. Compared to the Kugane architecture, this seems drab and uninspired. Definitely Galrian. Or perhaps I simply have my fill of Galrian aesthetics, such as they are. Danger, excitement, intrigue, oh my. So that building is full of Galrians. We'll blow it up. Might call it unwise to loiter outside the gates of a hostile empire's consulate. There isn't any of that, I remember, for Samurai. That's so disappointing. I thought there would be. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to have traveled far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs. All of which go to show even a massive empire seeks to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. By the grace of Lord Lolorito, Hancock seems quite pleased with himself.